welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of July 14 to the 20th, and I'm using this kit from the Pretty Pink Co. This is called Daydream. It's in her hollow foil. On the quote box it says, "Lost in a Daydream." When she first released this kit, I tried so hard not to grab it, but when I saw Kat from Famarina Planning haul this, I knew I had to get it. The colors was just everything. The artwork was so gorgeous, and the fact that it's in hollow is also a pretty good bonus. I did get the full weekly bundle, and then I also got the deco sheet and the alcohol ink swatches. I also grabbed some sheets from the deco bundle, which is this deco here, and also the corner florals. As usual, I grabbed the foil sampler sheets, the sidebar, and also the rippable washi paper. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, so as I said on my intro, I really was planning on not grabbing this kit because I do have a lot of kits from the Pretty Pink Co. But when Kat hauled it, I knew I was hooked. It's just everything was just so pretty. I really love, if you guys haven't been around, but I'm a fan of pastel colors. So this definitely is up my alley. I really love the hot air balloon thing, and the fact that this is also in hollow foil is just even more of a bonus. Um, but yeah, I really wanted to center this spread like a hot air balloon sky. So I did some things differently, which I don't think it worked out as well as I wanted it to. Only because if you guys watched my previous plan with me with Just Peachy, and how I mentioned to you guys where I laid down all the stickers and then I do the day by day afterwards. And so there's kind of like that disassociation between the two spreads. I always try to kind of like, it's like the base layout is like a whole different spread when I start doing my day by day. So the decos doesn't always associate with each other. Um, if it doesn't make sense, I'm definitely going to explain it throughout me planning this out. So here I did show you guys that I cut up the sidebar because I wanted to put it in different places throughout the spread. And like I said, I wanted this to kind of like be more of like someone is sitting on the grass just watching this marvelous hot air balloon type of thing going on. And so therefore that sidebar wasn't really going to work with me if it was just in one corner. And so therefore I was like, okay, maybe if I cut it up into little pieces, then I get to use it throughout the spread rather than in one area of my spread. I actually really liked it to be honest. I did have to cut it like I had a hard time cutting it up because it is in washi paper, so if it's not laid down on like one like white paper backing, then it's pretty hard to see where to cut. But I think I did okay. There's some areas where like I feel like I cut through some clouds, but you can hardly see it. I did have, well, I can't say I had a hard time putting up the stickers from this, but I feel like it was easier for me to rip these stickers from the Pretty Pink Co. compared to her other stickers. I feel like she's changed up her paper, but I'm really not 100% sure. I mean, still really, really nice. Still like that buttery, smooth, soft paper that she always uses. But I have a feeling it's different, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, so here I don't really use a lot of the full boxes. I've been more kind of geared to the deco um, pages of the kit because I'm trying something different. I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to be using a vertical planner next year. If I don't use a vertical planner, then definitely I will be using an A5 planner that's more fluid, I guess. And if I start doing that, then I don't really need all the day by day in the page. So I'm like, okay, well, I might as well start it in the last part of the year, well, the last month of the year, basically, and see how I like it and see how it goes. I'm giving myself until Black Friday to actually see if this is gonna be something that I will pursue in 2026, because in on Black Fridays usually when I buy my planner from Sadie Stickers. So it's definitely going to be a I don't know, a quick thinking here on my part. So here I just lay down all the, so I cut up all the hot air balloon and the sky from that sidebar piece that I had. And then I also grabbed all the clouds and the hot air balloon decos that I have in the pages, and I also used the sky from the foiled sampler sheet. I don't really have a lot of um, I don't really have a lot of hollow foiled stuff like sheets stashed up in my foil stash. So I had to really rely heavily on what was in the foil sampler sheet, which is totally fine. It is what it is. In the end, I do kind of put like these hollow butterflies that I had, but I think I do that off camera, so you guys don't really see it, but you will see it like when I do that kind of like when I pan. I don't pan out, but like I go through like the whole entire page. Um, so this is where I kind of like set up the scene where the person is there kind of taking a video or a picture, sorry, painting a picture of the hot air balloon, and that's kind of like my take on this kit. And yeah, and like I said, the base layout perfectly fine. I really really love how it turned out. I would have wanted it to be a little bit more full of hot air balloon and the clouds and more of the alcohol ink swatches, but I didn't have enough. And to be honest, like I'm very minimal when it comes to decorating, so for me this is already a lot. I do like to have like white spaces around my decos to kind of, you know, like air it out a bit. um, but I still like how it looked, but it's really hard to have this idea and then add on the day by day afterwards, because I just don't want to put the day by day anywhere. But I feel like with this kind of setting, I feel like that is what I'm doing. Like I'm just doing it in random places where there's spaces. So it's more like an afterthought when I do it, when I plan this way. And I don't know. I really don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about doing my planning this way. But like I said, I've been doing vertical planning for quite some time now, and I think I just need to learn to, I don't know, out, like come out of my comfort zone. I've been doing this kind of clear backing thing because it really does help me kind of find places where I can put things. And with some sticker sheets, especially the Pretty Pinko, it's really hard to pull it up from like paper. The minute you put it, even if it's like just for a second, it would literally instantly rip the page underneath. So it's really helpful that there's the clear backing and I can just move it around as I please. Mind you, I still I still make mistakes and I do still try to like pick things up, but yeah, this one kind of helps me out a bit more because at least I don't end up like a hole on my page, like like literal actual hole in my page. And then as you guys can see, as I try to pull these stickers up, I'm even ripping like the like pieces of the leaves, pieces of the flowers. So then I have to like end up going back and sticking these um little tiny specks of stickers. Yeah, so this is basically the whole entire base spread. I do add a couple more tidbits here and there in the corners. Um, One, I really wanted to use this fashion girl because she's really pretty and I just wanted her in the spread. And then two, there's just like there's too much white space for what I envisioned it to look like, so I kind of had to put in more decos to eliminate the white space, because like I said, I wasn't really gonna do a day by day, like talking about my whole entire day and putting, like, usually I put 3 or 4 items in each column, whereas now I'm putting only one. And yeah, so I needed to kind of close off some space, and I I need to kind of envision my spread a little bit better, where I have more of it in my head what is than what I actually put on paper. I and here are just a bunch of things where like I kind of show you guys how each and everything kind of feels a little bit disassociated with me, because of like the spread itself is nice, but here, as you can tell, like I really wanted that kind of like hot air balloon kind of moment, and I really can't have that if there's a girl floating in the corner, and or a film strip floating in the other corner. But it is what it is. Like, it still turns out really pretty. I just need to kind of find a way around that thinking of like how everything just needs to look their part. So anyways, like I said, I'm only gonna be putting one thing in each column for my day by day. On Monday, I started watching Apothecary Diaries, and it's just really like this very interesting anime. Actually, I really liked it. If you're really into mystery, if you like good anime, definitely check it out. I watched mine on Netflix and it's still there. They have the subtitle and the dub version. I can't be bothered watching and reading at the same time, so I definitely do I watch it dubbed, to be honest. And then on Tuesday I found out that my bigger dog got stung by a bee on his face. We didn't really know where it was to begin with, but his face got really swollen throughout the day. At first it was totally fine, like it wasn't as bad as per what my family told me, But then when I got home at night, it was really swollen. So I got really scared. The next day I did call my vet and I asked my vet like if the dog should be seen by her. Our vet was like, no, just keep an eye on him, see how he's doing. He's gonna be sore for a couple of days. If anything, give him Benadryl. I did try to give him Benadryl, but his face was so swollen that if I touch it, he starts crying. So I just didn't have the heart to like give him the medication or force it down his mouth. So on Thursday, for my peace of mind, I just took him to the vet because I was like, I can't do this anymore. He's just like really this puffy looking dog. And it was breaking my heart because then he would just hide in his little hiding place and I just couldn't. So they did end up giving him a Benadryl shot, and then we had to give him Benadryl as well at home. But then after that, by Saturday, we finally, the sting, or like the swelling has come down enough that we actually saw where he got stung. He got stung just above his eyebrows, and there's this big, not big hole, but there's this hole where the stinger, I guess, went in. And yeah, it was a really scary week for me, but he's just one of those dogs that loves being outside, loves just frolicking around in the grass, rolls around in it. So I can't really get mad at him for that. On Saturday, we also went to my aunt's birthday party, and that, since they live near this outlet mall, we went to that outlet mall first. And then on Sunday is our usual day where we usually go to church and then we eat out. But I think this time around we went to get dim sum first, and then we also went to church after. So we kind of did it backwards. And yeah, that was basically my whole entire week. I don't really go too much into my day by day, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know if this is my kind of planning, because as you guys can see, like, look how odd my day by day is. It's just in random places, and I don't know how much I like that. I don't know if I'm going to like it for like the whole entire year. I really do like seeing them in their columns, but we'll see what happens and how I feel by Black Friday. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much. Bye.